Guess who finally reached their saving goals to buy a house? Me. Hey everybody, welcome back. So in this video, it's going to be kind of a mixture of how September went as well as what are my plans for October. And have some good news about September and then some also good news about October and like a little bit of bad news because of the good news. But anyway, we'll get into all that in a second. So if you're new here, first of all, thank you for joining. But I talk about personal finance, so personal finance tips, saving, budgeting, as well as my own personal finance story. So I've talked about me paying off debt. I've talked about me saving for different things. Right now, I'm saving to buy a house and my first house. And that's what this video is going to be about, how much I saved in September. So if you have been watching all year long, you know that I have been having this goal to save $10,000 to buy my first house, to use that as a down payment or closing costs. So, and I say or because again, if you know, I'm probably going to be going with a credit union as my lender, and they have this first time homebuyers program where I don't have to do any down payment and no PMI. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. So I don't need that much money, or at least I don't need as much as you may think someone may need for a down payment. It's really just closing costs. And I came up with this goal back in January to save up $10,000, and it is now September, and I am proud to say that I have finally reached that goal. So at the end of September, I had $10,001.54 saved up in my savings account. I think that's how you say that. $10,001.54. Yeah, I think that's how you would say that. And sorry about the streaks of light on my face. I keep filming later in the day and the seasons are changing. So I need to start filming earlier because it gets darker earlier now. But anyway, yes, I have reached my savings goal. So yay me. And the next video that you guys are going to see is kind of like a flashback of me going over, well, kind of like explaining and taking you guys on the journey that I went through this past summer when I started searching for a house. So I'm going to show you guys how I first applied for a mortgage, how I found a real estate agent, going through the different homes, going through the offer process, like all of that is coming. So please stay tuned, and that should start the video after this one. So that's an update on how much I've saved. But I do want to go over my budget for October in this video as well. So October is going to be a bit of a weird or odd financial month for me because I have some good news. If you know, I've kind of been like away from the channel for the past few weeks, and I'm sorry about that. Life has been busy because of this good news. I got a new job. If you like know me personally, you know that I have been interested or considering trying to keep it PC because who knows whoever will see this video. But yeah, I've been interested in a new job for a while, and I was going through the interview process for this one job, and you know, I feel like you can apply for a lot of jobs, and once you finally do start talking to recruiters, you know, you can end up talking to a lot of them, and it's a lot of like false starts or a lot of false hopes, I guess, with the job process. But this one, like, I just kept going through the process and just getting like deeper and deeper into the interview process until it actually happened. So I will have a new job, which is good news for me. That's great. And also like really good benefits, like some cash benefits. So I'll indirectly be making even more money, even though those things are like, I have to use them for like specific things. Like they're going to give me money to go on vacation every year. They give me money for like a technology stipend because it's going to be fully remote. Like it sounds like incredible, and I can't wait to start, and I'm really excited about it. Yes, because if you've ever started a new job and quit your old job, you know, there's a little like time period where you're not actually getting paid. And for me, I'm gonna go about a full month without a paycheck, really. Just because of how the dates fall. I'm basically gonna go through, like, I already got paid my first paycheck in October, but then my second paycheck in October is basically gonna be cut in half. And then I won't get my first paycheck from the new job until the middle of November. So I will have to pay rent in November without, it won't be enough money to pay for rent in November. I won't have enough money, not in my checking account. So I'm actually gonna have to pull from my savings, but I will immediately pay myself back. But at least I have the savings there so that I can do that. But yeah, I'll basically go like a month without like really getting paid. So that's why my budget is going to look a little different for October. Yeah, because I have less money to work with. So I had to just completely cut some things out of my budget. But let's go ahead and get started so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So for October, 39% is going towards housing. And if you've seen other videos, you know that it's like never in the 30s, let alone 39%. So that's really high because my like salary is lower this month. So a big like bulk of it is going towards housing. So that's my rent, that's my utilities, as well as my phone bill. Next is my living expenses. So that's food, so that includes groceries as well as eating out, although I won't be eating out as much in October because of the fact that I don't have as much money. So shopping, household items, all of my subscriptions, I include that under living. Also anything like car related, so gas, car washes. I've recently started using the toll road near me, so I've started paying for that, and that goes under living expenses. So all of that is 20%. Next at 2% is therapy. That's usually a larger amount, but because I'm not gonna make as much money, I'm only gonna do like one therapy session this month. And if you're interested, I have a video talking about how I pay for therapy as well as why I'm in therapy. Or not why I'm in therapy, but why I'm like an advocate for therapy, and I think more people should be doing it. So if you want to check out that video, feel free to do so over here. Next is beauty at 8%, and it's usually not that high, but this month it is time for me to get my locks retightened because the last time I did it was the very end of July, and it's now into October. So it is time. So I'll be doing that this month. I cut out sugaring because again, it's getting like colder. So I don't really need to do that anymore. And just trying to save money. So it's just my hair and my nails this month. But that's at 8%, and the bulk of that is going to be my hair. Next is investing, and that's at 3%. Next is tithing. I've chosen to still tithe, even though I'm making less money. I still decided to do it because like the reason I'm making less money is because I got a new job, and that doesn't start until like the end of the month. So I was like, I can't, even though like money's going to be tighter this month, I was like, I can't just not tithe, especially because like this is like, it's a good thing that's happening. So I decided to still tithe, and that is 10%. And I have a whole video talking about why I tithe, especially why I tithe while I'm still in debt or I have other financial goals. So if you have time, go ahead and check that video. Go ahead and check that video out too. Next, at 3%, okay, so a lot has happened in the past month or so. I got Lasik, and that was a whole experience. If you guys don't know, I've always worn glasses. I've worn glasses since like the 3rd grade, and I wouldn't wear them really while I was filming just because like you would see like reflections in the glasses. So I would just film blind and not be able to see myself in the monitor or anything. But now I've got LASIK and I can actually see myself and I can tell when I'm in focus and everything. So it's awesome. It's so cool. I want to make a whole video just talking about everything that happened and also the financial side of getting LASIK, because I did not have the money to pay for that. But I really wanted it, and it was like I went to a consultation and they were like, yeah, you qualify, like you can do this as soon as like in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, that like that was way quicker than I thought that it would be like available for me to do it. But I went ahead and did it, and I ended up financing it. So I did go a little into debt to get LASIK. Again, I can talk about it more in its own separate video, but basically I'm on like a payment plan for that. So I now have to be paying on that for the next 24 months. But I plan on not taking 24 months to pay it all off, and I don't think I'll be paying for it indirectly. I want to see, because I think I can pay for it through my HSA. So I may not even have to use this money out of pocket. So this 3% may not even like come from me directly. It may just come from my HSA, which would free up even more money for this month. But if you're interested, leave a comment down below and I'll make a video talking all about the like actual process of a laser working on my eye, and also like the financial side of it, because this is Life in Numbers, where we talk about life things and the numbers of those life things. But yes, anyway, moving on. Next at 7% is gifts. There are a lot of birthdays in October with family and friends. I have a friend who's having a baby in October, so I'll be paying for the baby's gift for like a baby shower. And yeah, so it's a lot of gifts to have to do in October. So that's going to be 7%. Last is at 8% is what I'm just calling next month, which is November. Because as I said, I won't get paid the 1st of November. So I've just put aside some money that I shouldn't use this month so that I can use it next month, because I am going to have to pull money out of savings in order to pay rent. So I just don't want to pull like too much out, even though I will be paying myself back. But you know, like who knows what could happen? I don't want something to pop up and then I can't pay myself back in full. So once I did my budget, I saw that I still had some money left over, and I was like, where can I put this into like other categories, like beef up other categories? And then I was like, no, let's not do that. And instead, like, let's just put that money aside so that it'll be there for next month, so that that can cover some of my rent. So yeah, that's where I'm at for October. So it is a different type of financial month. I didn't get to do some of the other things that I typically do, like my sinking funds, my treat yourself budget. What else? Saving up for the house still. Just because I think it's always good to just keep saving money for that, because it's a very expensive process. What else? Yeah, if you guys know, I typically have like other things that I put money towards, but I can't do that this time because I don't have as much money to work with. But still a good month. It will be a good month. It's already off to a good start. I'm filming this on, just look for my watch, but I don't have my watch on right now. What is it? October 3rd? Yeah. Ooh, it's October 3rd. But yes, so I hope that October is a great month for you and for me, both financially and everything else life-wise. I hope everyone has a great month. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.